Hello everybody, welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, and we are back with our NBA, NHL, and college basketball best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Being the Odds. Let's recap yesterday's results. So, we went 1-1 yesterday. We're 7-1 though in our last 8 free plays, give you guys here on YouTube and Twitter. But 1-1. Yesterday we had the Chargers plus 2.5. I mean, I sent out a newsletter yesterday. To give you guys kind of an idea for we have a free newsletter. It's in the description below. Where I said it was an absolutely weird game. And it's a weird game to try to handicap. But it was the Chargers all day. We were aligned with Vegas the whole time, and really, Jalen Hurts, man, I don't know what the hell is up with him. I've never thought he was a top 10 quarterback ever. You can watch every video I've talked about him on, and it's the exact same thing. I don't think he's a top 10 quarterback. I think he's barely a top 15, top 16 quarterback. He has a really good team around him. But yesterday, I gotta give him props. The only guy in NFL history to have 2 separate turnovers in one play. Just absolutely unbelievable. I think he had 4 or 5 turnovers yesterday. Just unbelievable performance by Jalen Hurts. And really it goes to show when you have the better quarterback, you have the better coach, you're going to win some games. Vegas trap all day long. We had Chargers plus 2.5. That was a nice win. Over 6.5 Detroit and Vancouver. Not going to lie, didn't watch this game. Didn't really see much of it. But we ended up losing that one. But you know what? Overall, 7-1 our last 8 free plays. We'll take that all day long. And I mean all day long. And we have 3 picks for you guys here today on the channel. 1 for the NBA Cup. 1 in college basketball, 1 in the NHL. I love the plays today. I like this board today substantially better than I liked yesterday. Oh my God, it was hard to find picks yesterday. But today I absolutely love the board. And if we go 3-0, I'm going to give away $100 cash or a week if there's only someone who likes this video, comments their favorite play, subscribe to the channel. We've had 2 sweeps in our last 3 days, so make sure you guys get in that drawing. And I need some help, guys. Let's get this thing over 200 likes. It takes one little thing. Just click the button. I really would appreciate that. And guys, just so you all know, we do have a free Telegram group that just started about a week and a half ago, and we've already got 300-something members in it. And if you want extra picks, extra content, be the first to know about our videos and our picks, you can take advantage of early lines, early odds. Download the app Telegram. Click the link in the description below, and you'll join that completely for free. Our members have gotten a lot of good value out of it. We had a 12-1 parlay during Thanksgiving for it, and we've given out some Telegram exclusive plays for just our free members, and they've hit. 2 out of 3 have hit. So loving I really like this free group. We're getting a lot of value out of it. So make sure you join up and get some extra content from us. But let's get into the plays that we actually have for today. So the first play I'm going to roll, I'm going to start in the NBA. I'm going with the Magic on the money line versus the Heat. Franz is out, which is a big deal. Franz Wagner is a really, really good player. I'm very high on the Magic overall for the year. Like when it comes to their playoff, when it comes to their overall playoff ability, or their overall be able to go deep in the playoffs. I think they're going to be really, really good this year. But Franz is out, which isn't great. But Paolo's back. And what's interesting though is I believe today, with Franz out, it's actually a little bit of a blessing for the Magic, because what they do is they go back to how they've been playing for the past 4 weeks, because Paolo was out and Franz was in, and it's just going to be essentially a switch where you have a very dominant wing player, which is Paolo Banchero, and then you have the rest of the guys who are really good shooters, good defensively. You still got Desmond Bane, and this Heat team has given Orlando a ton of problems this year when it comes to covering spreads. But if you look at what we're doing the money line. The Magic have won these games. They just haven't covered them. And it's completely different. And also, the Magic are at home. I'm laying no points whatsoever, which is a big part of this. The Heat are getting a bunch of guys back, and Magic are losing one of their top guys. And I've been telling you all this for the better part of 2 years since I started this channel, that when a star player gets hurt, on the in the NBA, let's just say, the game before the game, right? That actually helps the team that had the hurt player, because the other team does not know how to game plan for them correctly. And with Paolo getting his legs underneath him the last couple games and getting back into the actual swing of things, that's going to really help the Magic here. Plus, the Heat are getting guys back, and they're not used to playing with these other guys. So there's going to be some chemistry issues just for today. Overall, it's obviously better when good players come back, but just for today, There's the late scratch or until the late scratch trend. I talk about it all the time. That's going to come into play today. I love the Magic on the money line. On FanDuel, you get it minus 106, which is almost even money. So I'm going with the Magic here on the money line versus the Heat. Next, I'm going with Illinois minus 4.5 versus Ohio State. The line has moved a ton, and I mean a ton, in Illinois' direction today. It started at 3 or 3.5. It's all the way up to 4.5 in every single book. I bet in some books, I haven't seen these yet, but I bet by the time the game starts, it'll be 5.5 points. Illinois is top to bottom an awesome team, and there's a better team than Ohio State. And they had some tough losses early in the year, so they'll be hungry to avoid a letdown spot because they just smoked Tennessee, which, by the way, we had Illinois plus 2.5 on Saturday, just saying. But they're not going to have a letdown spot because it's 3 days later, and they had some tough losses. Now, Ohio State has a better record. As of right this second, Ohio, I think, is 8-1 already. But if you look at who they've played no one. They've played Northwestern, Mount St. Mary's, Pittsburgh, Western Michigan, Notre Dame, who's not good at basketball, App State, Purdue, FW, Fort Wayne, and then IU, Indiana, Indy. I mean, like, you're playing against nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody. And defensively, they're getting absolutely torched. And now you're going against an Illinois team who is elite, and I mean elite offensively. And Ohio State's not going to have any chance of guarding them whatsoever. And also, when you look at Illinois, they're battle tested, man. I mean, they're 7-2, but they've played games against just this is an unbelievable schedule. They played against some cupcakes for sure, but they played against Texas Tech, Alabama, UConn, and Tennessee. Just like they've played against tough competition, and they're 7-2, and they've gone 2-2 in the really tough games. I love Illinois today minus 3.5. Minus 4.5. I think they're going to win this game by double digits. I know they're playing at Ohio State, but I don't really think it matters very much. I love Illinois here minus 4.5 versus OSU today. And then we're going to jump to the NHL. I'm going with the over 6.5, Tampa Bay and Montreal plus 102. We have another ZDM bets trend. That's what we have. It's Tampa Bay off a back-to-back. And it's not Tampa Bay. It's NHL teams off back-to-back. Because when an NHL team is coming off a back-to-back and they have to travel to the next opponent, the over hits at a very, very, very high rate. And Tampa Bay is in an exact situation today, and they play a really tough, hard-nosed game in Toronto yesterday, and their legs are going to be heavy, specifically on the defensive end. Montreal is also the best over team in the entire league. They're covering the over right now at a 67.9% rate, 19-9 against the over. I mean, just absolutely unreal on that. And then listen, the Lightning are like, I think they're 13-14 against 13-16 against the over. But the fact is that they have heavy legs. They're going against a really good offensive team and a bad defensive team in Montreal. Plus, right now, the sharp money is heavy on the over in this game. Right now, 33% of the bets, 52% of the money is on the over 6.5, Tampa Bay and Montreal. I love the over 6.5, and I get a plus 102 odds, which is great odds. So we're rolling the over 6.5, Montreal and Tampa Bay here in this game. Now, like I said, guys, go join our free Telegram group, get some extra picks, get a ton of extra content from us, and get some extra value, and be the first to know when our picks are coming out. That way you take advantage of those early lines and early odds. Website's linked to pin com below. But a quick recap: what we have the Magic on the money line versus the Heat, Illinois minus 4.5 versus OSU, and we the over 6.5, Tampa Bay and Montreal plus 102. So guys, go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow. Make sure y'all check out those other videos.